guys, and welcome back to the Bristol Prepper channel. So today guys, we want to have a little bit of a discussion about something I discussed in the comments yesterday with somebody. But before that, I want to welcome all the new subscribers. Hi guys, welcome to the Bristol Prepper channel. I'm so glad you subscribed, and hopefully stick with me, and we got loads of cool stuff coming up. There's loads of cool previous content, you can go back and check that out, go through my videos and have a look. Yeah, anyway, this comment and this video has been, I'm talking about it thanks to somebody called Richard in the comments. Can't remember his full YouTube name, but I think his name was Richard. We were chatting last night. Very nice chap. I believe he's from England as well, up north. So hi mate. And yeah, what we were discussing, as if you can see from the obviously the title of this video, is your body, and are you personally ready for an SHTF or something bad to happen? You understand? So you can have all the gear in the world, and you can be have all the preps you want, but if you're not physically ready for something to happen, and mentally really, for that to happen, then it's kind of pointless having all the shit, really, having all the preps and all the rest of it, if you're not mentally and physically ready for something to happen. So, for instance, for this video and for this talk, we're going to talk about the worst that can happen. So everything's gone to shit, full blown SHTF, apocalypse, you know, I don't know, economic collapse, just the full works, yeah. In this scenario, are you mentally ready for it to possibly lose family members, lose loved ones, not see those people again, be it through not getting in contact because the phones don't work, possibly having to take somebody else's life in the worst case scenario, you have to obviously injure somebody else or take somebody else's life? Are you mentally ready for that? Loads of stuff like that, do you know what I mean? Loads of bad shit that will go on, and I mean, because lots of people are a little bit more mentally unstable. Is that the word? Is that the term? You know what I mean? Some people are more affected by this sort of things. You know what I'm saying? Like people who, for instance, don't eat meat, but then don't like it when somebody kills an animal and, do you know what I mean? Skins it and eats it and all the rest of it. That actually does it. What happens? Like, and some people don't like that, but I find that weird. Like, if you eat meat, but then you don't like it when somebody shoots a rabbit and skins it and then eats it and cooks it later on or whatever. What that, to me, I don't get that. Do you know what I mean? If you don't like it, fucking be a vegetarian, you know, and like all that shit. But that's the sort of scenario. Do you know what I mean? Where like people are saying it's okay, but then when shit happens, then they're like, oh my god, like I can't deal with this. That's what I'm saying. So you've got to be mentally ready for these things. It's like that shit's gonna be next level. If anything that did happen, or when it happens, because I do believe the economic collapse is like literally round the bend. So when this does happen, and if the worst does come, then will you mentally be ready for that? Because shit will get crazy, shit will get real, and there's no real way to prepare because we've never experienced anything like this before. Unless you've been in real bad trauma before, like, I'm talking real bad, like Hurricane Katrina. If you were in that, then you motherfuckers are hardened, you know? You know that shit, you know really what to expect, and you've been through crap like that before, you know? Where nobody's coming to help you, and you've just got to sort shit out yourself. You've been and done that before, so unless you've experienced something like that, then most of us can't really mentally prepare for anything like that, so there is stuff you can do, but nothing to really even come close to what preparation you need. Anyway, let's move on from mental. So physical, your body. Your body's a temple. Just kidding. But yeah, your body. So be it whether you're overweight or you're under the scale and you're skinny and you're malnourished or whatever, I don't know, anorexic or whatever, both ends of the scale, you know, you really want to be in the middle somewhere. I'm not saying you have to go to the gym 5 days a week. I don't. Do you know what I mean? I don't go to the gym, but then I'm not overweight and I'm not skinny. You know, I'm kind of in the middle. So you must be ready for these things, because if you're at one end of the scale, right, for instance, and you're really skinny, right, alright, you don't need a lot of calories per day, but you can't carry nearly enough weight So you can't carry your bug out bag. You can't carry a gun if you're in America. Do you know what I mean? You can't do the task. You can't go for long periods of time because you're out of energy because you will weigh about as much as a sparrow. You know, so. And then if you're in the other end of the scale where you're a bigger person, so you're overweight or whatever, then shit's hard for you as well, you know, because your body's so used to this high calorie intake, and then all of a sudden you're down to like, fucking, worst comes to worst, you're down to like 200, 300 or whatever you've prepped for, then you're down to a lower, substantially lower calories per day. And then in some circumstances, when all your prep's right, you're down to fucking nothing, really, unless you're out there hunting. And even that will be a small calorie intake per day, especially if you've got to share it with family and shit. Because if it was me, then I'm feeding my kids, then my missus, way before I eat. But then, this is the problem, you see, because if you're overweight, then obviously you're going to really suffer, you know. It's going to be like a heroin addict or whatever, because food's really bad, you know. It can be really addictive. That's why some people that are overweight can't get thin, because it can be addictive, you know, getting comfort eating and shit. So, and if you're used to that, and then all of a sudden you can't eat as much as you did, then your body's going to start flipping out and shit, and you're going to start going mad, and it's not going to be a very nice time. So you want to be in the middle somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Eat a bit better, and then just try and prepare yourself, you know. Prepare your body the best it can be, ready for anything that could happen. So if you can go to the gym and buff out a bit, you know, get a little bit of muscle on you, or maybe take up boxing. I think Richard said he did boxing for a few years, so he's sounds like a badass, you know. So he's ready, you know. So if if he gets in a physical contact with anybody, he can fucking bust their nose, you know. But that's what it's about. So if you could do that, maybe some kickboxing, boxing, karate, judo, jiu-jitsu, I don't know, loads of martial arts and defensive martial arts you can learn, which will be hugely beneficial to you in an SHTF. And obviously, if you're overweight, you will lose weight doing so. And if you're underweight, you will put on a lot of weight because you're gaining muscle, and muscle weighs a lot more than fat. So you'll be gaining weight as well as eating better, because generally when you're doing a physical hobby like that, then generally you eat a bit better doing protein shakes and shakes. You want to look after yourself, you know, because you're going to go to the session the first time and go, damn, that was hard. I don't want it to be as hard as that next time. So you try and lose a little bit of weight for next time and make it easier for yourself. I've been there, done it. I've done, I'm not saying I'm no martial arts expert, but over the years I've done stuff, and I've done different martial arts and shit like that with my brother over the years, loads of stuff. But anyway, it's not about me. But yeah, I'm just saying, the lessons are hard, so you'll try and make it easier for yourself the next time. So you'll prepare yourself that way. But in all those, if you did martial arts and maybe went on a run once a week or twice a week or whatever, and tried getting yourself physically ready, then you will have a big head start of somebody who's either really skinny and really underweight, malnourished, and maybe anorexic, or some of the other end of the scale who's really overweight and has weight issues. They're going to be a lot more in front, and be physically ready for that shit, you know. You'll be able to carry your daughter, your missus, your dog a mile. Do you know what I mean? If you had to, you'd be able to do that because you're physically ready, and that's so important. Because like I said, you can have all the preps, all the guns in the world, but if you can't carry it, can't use it, and can't do it all efficiently, without being out of breath or nearly having a heart attack because you're not physically ready for that shit, there's no point even doing it. You know, you might as well stop now, because you want to give yourself the best head start. That's what it's about, guys. I'm not saying that if you're really fat or you're really skinny, or, do you know what I mean? I'm not saying stop prepping if you're like that. I'm just saying that you would have the best chance if you were in the middle somewhere. Yeah, so it's just me and Richard were talking about the physical fitness and your physical ability within an SHTF. But guys, nobody's perfect. We could all do more. I could do more. You know, I could go out on runs and maybe shed a few pounds, get a little bit more physically fit. But you know, I've got 2 kids. This shit's hard. You know, time. I run a YouTube channel. I work. Obviously, like I said, I've got 2 kids. It's hard, but do the best you can, and just look after yourself as well, because you'll feel better if you look after yourself. And I think Richard was saying as well, he regulates how much food he eats, just so he's physically ready for that. And we're not saying starve yourself, but like, if you can go maybe a longer period without food, or with a lower amount of food, then you're preparing your body that way as well. So there's loads of ways you can prepare yourself for that. Obviously, no matter what happens in SHTF, or really bad SHTF like we're talking about, would be incredibly hard anyway. So just making yourself mentally and physically ready for that shit would make it that much easier. Ugh. It's crazy though, guys. It's crazy. When you look that far into it, and what you could do to prepare for an SHTF when you become a prepper, it changes your life. You could do so much. Everything can change. Everything does change. But you could always do more. Every prepper can do more. Don't care who you are. Nobody is always fully ready. And never fucking stops. You're always prepping, whether it's your body, your mind, or your physical preps. You're never always ready. Anyway, guys, I've rambled on enough. I've rambled on enough. I think we've gone past 11 minutes now. I didn't mean for this bit be this long. Yeah, but anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Like I said, thank you, Richard, for commenting yesterday. Most helpful. Hello again to all new subscribers. If anybody wants any of my jumpers or t-shirts, just give me a shout and I will message you and we'll sort some out. Like me on Facebook as well, guys, because it's a massive help to my channel, and it really, really does make me happy when I see people who like me on Facebook. And Facebook's the only way you'll be in the know on the Bristol Prepper channel, because that's where all the newest content gets released first. Ugh. Also, guys, if you're not already subscribed, please go down beneath, smash that subscribe button. It makes me really, really happy when you press that subscribe button, and it also helps my channel hugely. And you'll get to join the Bristol Prepper family. Yay! Anyway, guys, as always, stay prepared. I'll catch you guys another day, another way.